Good morning everyone. Statistics chapter number 5. Skewness of the frequency distribution, in which mainly there are two methods, Karl-Pearson method and Bowley's coefficient of skewness. It is also known as quartile coefficient of skewness. Last time we have seen the discrete frequency distribution, and today we take the continuous type frequency distribution, in which the classes are inclusive type classes are given in our textbook on page number 199, example number 13. Number of the checks and number of the days. Calculate Bowley's coefficient, or it is also known as quartile coefficient of skewness, and interpret the result. 0 to 199, 200 to 399, 400 to 599, 600 to 799, 800 to 999, and the respective frequencies are 10, 13, 17, 42 and 18, and the sum of all frequencies equal to 100. The required table, continuous type frequency distribution table, in which class limits, frequency and cumulative frequency. Right? Frequency total is n equal to 100. Now 10 as it is, then add successive frequency. 10 plus 30, it becomes 23, plus 17, it becomes 40, plus 42, becomes 82, 82 plus 18, 100. Sum of all frequency equal to last cumulative frequency. And these are the less than type CF. Top to bottom, less than type cumulative frequency. And these are the enough, means column, 3 columns are enough in this table. And the distribution is known as continuous type frequency distribution table. Moreover, these classes are inclusive type classes. N means frequency total 100, C means class interval, class width 200, C equal class interval. For computing Bowley's coefficient of skewness, we have to calculate Q1, Q2 and Q3. Q1, 1 inside the bracket n upon 4. N upon 4 means 100 by 4 means 25. 25 item or value. 25 means 25th value. 400 to 599 is the class of Q1. Means Q1 lies in the class 400 to 599. Actual value of Q1 L plus 1 inside the bracket n by 4 minus CF upon F multiplied by C. And lower limit point, subtract 0.5 in order to get the class limit point from the class limit. So 399.5, n by 4 25, and CF 23, frequency 70 into 200. This subtraction in the numerator is 2 multiplied by 200 means 400 by 17. The division of these two number is 23.53, and ultimately the answer of Q1 is 423.03 number of the checks. All this as result number 1. Now Q2, 2 times n by 4 item. N by 4 means 100 by 4, and 100 by 4 is 25. 25 into 2, 50. 50 is not the value of Q2, but the measurement which decides the class of Q2. Right? 50. The class of Q2 is 600 to 799. This value we have to see in the column of CF, just 50 or more than 50. This is Q2 class 600 to 799. Value of Q2, similarly F plus 2 times n by 4 minus CF upon F into C. This is just revision of central tendency, chapter number 3. And if you have studied median, quartile, decile and percentile very well, then this is so easy for you. 599.5, 50, CF 40, frequency 42 into 200, subtraction is 10, 10 into 200, 2000 upon 42. The division is 47.62, division of these two quantity. And ultimately the answer will be Q2 is 647.12 number of the checks. All this as result number 2. Similarly compute Q3. Q3 is 3 times n by 4. N by 4 means 100 by 4, 100 by 4 is 25, 25 to 3, 75. 75th number of the items means value, and this value we have to see in the column of CF. Once again, see the column of CF, the same class as Q2. The Q3 class will be 600 to 799. the value will be different, the class will be same. Q3 is given by L plus 3 times n by 4 minus CF upon F into C. N by 4 means 25, 25 multiplied by 3 means 75. This direct value you have to substitute. CF 40, F 42. CF 4040, F 42 into C, class interval, class width 200. The simplification will give you answer as subtraction 35 to 200 means 7000, 7000 upon 42, 166.67, and finally answer of Q3 third quartile is 766.17 number of the checks. Call this as answer number 3. We have calculated Q1, Q2 and Q3. So easily we can find out Pauli's coefficient or quartile coefficient of skewness. J is given by Q3 plus Q1 minus 2 times Q2 upon Q3 minus Q1. Substitute the values. Q3 766.70, Q1 423.03 minus 2 times Q2 647.12 upon 766.17 minus 423.03. The simplification will give you answer is minus 0.31. As minus sign is there, the distribution is said to be negatively skewed, or the distribution is said to be negatively skewed. Negative skewness is there, and as the answer is below 0.5, the skewness is of the low degree. If answer is exactly 150, then it is of the moderate degree, and it is of above 150, then it is of the high degree. 0.90, 0.95, then extremely high degree, and exactly 1, perfect positive skewness. Exactly minus 1, perfect negative skewness. This way we have to calculate the measure of skewness, and in measure of skewness two main methods are there: Karl-Pearson method and Pauli's method, and short examples based on this formula. Karl-Pearson method as well as Pauli's method. Question for 2 marks, example for 2 marks, short example for 2 marks can be asked. This example can be asked in generally 4 to 5 marks. So be practice very well. Illustration example, textbook example, PDF or last year paper assignment, whatever you have. So thank you everybody, and our coming examination up to this portion we have keep in our syllabus chapter number 5 or this method, up to this method, right? So all the best and see you all of you.